In a historic first, India and EFTA nations signed a free trade agreement that will look at $100 billion worth investment in the next 15 years, aiming to create over 1 million jobs. We have with us business leaders from Norway who've flown down to India and will give us more details as to which key sectors we're expecting maximum investments. Let's speak to them about it. Joining us is Tima Iyer-Utner. She's the Senior Vice President for Asia for Statkraft. Tina, thank you for speaking with us. Tell us about the renewable energy sector. We saw mention of investments there. A lot of work has been done in green tech as well, and a lot of focus in the future. What is the potential that you see within this FTA when it comes to the renewable energy sector?
Well, I think that, first of all, fantastic that we have this agreement in place. It's been under negotiation for 16 years, so this is really a major achievement. I think for the energy sector, this is about the opportunity to work much closer together between Norway and India on all fronts, and I know that our Minister has highlighted particular areas where we have in-depth competence in Norway in offshore wind, hydrogen, and these could be key sectors. For us in Statkraft, we've been a player in India since 2004. We're a long-term player in India in the renewable energy market, and we see the opportunity to have a better platform and understanding with the Indian authorities and our partners moving forward, particularly on sustainability, sustainable development, climate change, and human rights, which are key issues which are addressed in this agreement.
You were talking about the investments we're seeing in the maritime domain, which has become important in the recent days. Tell us about the key areas of focus in that domain.
We are a technology provider for sustainable shipping, so we provide technology to drive sustainability within the maritime sector. And we have a strong maritime cluster in Norway that I see could benefit from this framework and to have more predictability in business and have more competitiveness into the Indian market. So I think also the Amrit Call Maritime Vision 2047 that Modi launched in October, I think that also will give a lot of opportunities for the maritime sector going forward. And I'm sure that this EFTA agreement will drive more business from Norway to India.
You were talking about the importance of technological innovation and exchanges. We heard from the ministers as well. The trade minister from Norway also mentioned that technology is going to be an important exchange between the two. Tell us the key focus at this point when it comes to tech.
So Norway is one of the leading technology focused country in the world. So the idea is to bring those technologies to India and then contribute for both manufacturing and services sector in India, creating opportunity for job as well as economic growth. So that's the ambition from this particular deal. I represent Kongsberg Digital as a company which primarily focus on building technological solutions towards energy and maritime sector. So, what we're trying to do through our technology, we're trying to build a smarter, safer and greener world. So this is again towards building a better future, right? And this is just an example. Also, I represent Norwegian business companies in India. So we have more than 130 companies at this moment. So what we see that through this particular deal, we're seeing that more number of Norwegian company can come to India for both technology sector, manufacturing sector, overall services sector. And this is going to help us to do more bilateral trade between Norway and India.
What does the future hold?
I think the future always looks bright. India is, of course, the world's fifth largest economy, but the most important thing for us is that it's growing fast. And that means that there will be an increased demand for energy, and that also means that there will be an increase in the demand for renewable energy. And the government here is really supporting that. So for investors in renewable energy, this is going to be a great opportunity.
How do you factor in India coming into that picture? What makes it stand out for investments?
I think from our side it is the talent you have in India and the competence. You educate, I think, almost 2 million engineers every year, and compared to Norway, we have 6,000. So the capacity and the competence that you have in India is enormous, and it's a huge possibility and opportunity for Norwegian companies also to take a stake in. And I also think that India is a cost-competitive country, and to have an alternative to China, I think India is the solution.
Diversification is the reason, or is it that China doesn't really offer that kind of competitive market anymore the way India does?
Today there was a report that India's GDP is going to grow more than 8%, right? So that shows it's one of the leading economy in the developing economy in the world, and that shows that kind of the potential India can offer to the world. So considering that, we absolutely feel that India is one of the brighter market in this whole arena of trade and everything is happening around. So definitely there's an opportunity, and India could be the silver lining going forward.